It's Darkstrider, the YouTube assassin, and today I'm going to be playing some Doom. We're going to be getting into it. We're going to be talking some Doom. It's going to be a lot of fun, so let's get into it already. I'll start a new slot, start a new game. Haven't really done the, what do you call it yet? The other version, the arcade version. I wonder what that's all about. I haven't played this game in like a while, so we'll see what happens. Kind of excited about Doom, the whole Doom Eternal thing and everything like that. It's kind of crazy. And this, of course, was made out to be a sequel or a reboot, but I feel like it's a sequel.
But you will be worse. Rip and tear until it is done.
I mean, this scene alone kind of does it for me. You're the Doom Slayer, aka Doom Guy, and you wake up out of a chamber. Look at this. Like, I don't know any demons from hell that would stick you in there. That'd be kind of weird. What's going on, Skull?
We have to contain this.
How are they going to contain me? How are they going to contain me? And here we go, my gear. This entire series has come a long way since 1993 when the original Doom came out.
Cannot determine the cause of the demonic invasion until the Rezop satellite is brought back online.
No, what's shooting in Florida? What happened?
Well,
and are you there? Are you okay?
Samuel Hayden, I'm the head of this facility. I think we can work together and resolve this problem in a way that benefits us both.
Yeah, that's what I think of you, Samuel. This has really come a long way since 1993. Back then, they didn't have any of this nonsense. Oh, so do I, Skull. I live upstate New York. Poughkeepsie area. New weapons are always good. Especially when you get to kill stuff.
Demonic presence at unsafe levels. Lockdown in effect.
It was safe just now when I just destroyed it. What are these things doing? They're like worshipping this thing or throwing snot on it or something. Brutality. Now, is it worth even destroying that thing if all these creatures are going to pop out?
Demonic presence at unsafe levels. Lockdown in effect.
Gotta stay away from those explosive canisters, because that'll happen. Don't run, you'll only die tired. And with a mouth ache. So one of the things that I'm doing, I like just shooting at them and then hitting them with that thing just so I can save ammunition. Doing the glory kill will actually help me save. Meanwhile, these guys are climbing all over the place. There we go. Did I get him? I think I got him. These guys with their leapiness. Who else is around? There we go. Get down, you're gonna hurt yourself. I said get down. What? R.I.P. to those people, man. That, you know what? That is just stupid. Why would somebody shoot up a Madden tournament? You know, people are absolutely ridiculous. I can't believe people anymore. Like, they're just, you know, if you have a problem, if something is wrong with you, go get checked out. Like, why would you go and do any of these things? You know, and then it just solidifies the nonsense that some people have, the stigma that gaming causes violence. You know? That's really not helping any situation to do with gaming. And, you know, like, those poor people, like, you know, their families now lost those people. I mean, what, you know what, I don't even understand, what kind of a monster are you that you would have to do something like that? Like, that's just ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous.
He would ruin everything.
Sometimes humans are just really crappy.
Willing to take full responsibility for the horrible events of the last 24 hours, but you must understand, our interest in their world was purely for the betterment of mankind. Everything has clearly gotten out of hand now, yes. But it was worth the risk, I assure you.
Like, I can't understand people. Like, there's really no need for that kind of behavior at any sort of anything. We have too many of that going on. We have too much, you know, like, shootings happening. We have too many, like, all kinds of, I don't even know what to think of it anymore. There's no need for that kind of stuff. And we seem to be seeing it more and more. That, you know what, that's an even worse excuse. You're eliminated from the tournament, so right away you got to take it out on everybody else. Like, what kind of, like, what kind of an absolute loser are you that you lost the game and you're gonna take it out on everybody else? You know, like, I can't stand stuff like that, man. That's just ridiculous. And you know, that's a big problem that we have nowadays. Like, people got to understand, okay? In any game, there's going to be a winner, there's going to be a loser, Okay? You're not always going to win. You're not always going to lose. You know, don't expect to go in and lose all the time, but don't expect that, you know, you're going to come out number one. Even if you do like really well, even if like you're like the top player in a certain game or a certain genre of game, it does not mean that you're going to come out on top. There's always somebody else who's training, somebody who's a little bit more hungry, somebody who wants it more than you do, or you know, these things just happen. These things happen. People lose games. I'm completely blown away. You know what? And that's my thing. I like to live in my little bubble. I like to be away from like a lot of news. I don't like to watch a lot of news because usually you hear things like this. You hear, you know, just how crappy people are to each other. And it's just absolutely ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. There's no reason that anyone should have, like, you know, shot up anything like that. Well, yeah, I know that down south, you know, they have like these crazy gun laws and stuff like that. I mean, you know, it is what it is down there. But at the same time, you know, come on, man. We can't, you know, all these people got hurt, and you're telling me that 4 died, 3 or 4 died. That's that. I mean, you know, like what do you get from that? So now you're going to jail, and for what? Now the guy's going to go to prison. He's going to do time. He has to serve enough time, you know, a life sentence for each of those people that he killed, like an idiot. I'm telling you, people are nuts, man. People are absolutely nuts. I can't believe that anybody would do something like that. That's just, you know, that's a shame. That's an absolute shame. And my heart goes out to the families of those people that have lost somebody. But what good does, you know, offering your condolences do? Really? There's nothing that could be done now. Those poor people. Did he kill himself at the end? That's even worse. That's even worse. These poor people won't even get justice for their families. Unreal. Absolutely unreal that people would do something like that. Like, I'm just, you know. This is why, you know what, people, you know, we play games, we have fun with games, you know, we do whatever, you know, not everyone, you know, like Fortnite. I suck at Fortnite. All right, you're not going to see me go and blow somebody's head off just because I suck at Fortnite. Okay? People are just absolutely ridiculous. I don't understand why there was that need to do that. You're that upset over a game, you really shouldn't be playing the game. What's going on, Harold? Yeah, you know what? I played it when it was just Save the World, and I was okay at it. I was okay at Save the World. It started to get like a little bit harder and harder as like time went on, you know, because I played it mostly myself. You know what, like, that's kind of like what blows my mind about this kind of stuff, like all this violence with the video games and stuff like that. You know, then the other thing that really messes it up is that when people are you know, they're going to call out, oh, it was, you know, a video game that caused this violence. These people died, you know, because this kid was playing a video game, he couldn't handle it or whatever. And that's what we're going to go back to. We're going to go back to having to fight and argue over video games not making you violent. This is like one of the prime examples of like what people do, and you know, you're not giving us a chance, you know. At this point, they, you know, like that was just stupid. There was no need for that. There was absolutely no need for that. There's no need for somebody to go and just, you know, take somebody out over something stupid. Something as stupid as losing a game. Yeah, you know, that's, I mean, that's logical. You go, you make sure that your kids aren't playing too many video games. You make sure that your kids aren't watching the wrong programs. And, you know, that is what it is. But the thing is that there are too many people that are out here that will right away say that, you know, the video game produces violence. The video game causes school shootings, you know? And those kind of things are not true. There are no statistics to back that up. But the thing is that if you're going to turn around and blame video games for violence, then what you have to do is you have to turn around and you have to blame movies for violence. You have to blame books for violence. I don't get, you know... Yeah, and you know, that's bad parenting. You know, like the screen is not the babysitter. You know what I'm saying? Like a movie, Sesame Street, they are not your babysitters. You know, they are educational programs, yeah, but I mean, even that too much is gonna cause some kind of like damage. You know, kids got to get outside. They got to do stuff. You know, like I understand. You know, and this is coming from a gamer. I understand that. You know. Gaming is a lot of fun and stuff like that, but you know, first of all, it doesn't cause violence. It's not what's causing school shootings and everything like that. Yeah, gun laws do need some fixing. They definitely do need some fixing. There's a lot of things that you know happen in regards to like you know shootings and stuff, but. You know, I get so tired of... Oh, yeah, well, over here in the USA, we have, you know, like, some of our gun laws are okay, and some of them are messed up. One of the things that really aggravates me about gun laws is that we actually put a lot of emphasis on the average citizen being able to gain control of a gun. So we have a lot of laws where, you know, we're trying to prevent citizens from obtaining weapons. But the thing is that not in every case is it that the citizen, you know, is the problem, you know? It's crazy out here. It really is. Sometimes, you know, like we have some laws that make a lot of sense and some laws that don't. And it all depends. It all depends on, you know, like where you are and stuff like that. I know down in, I think it's Texas, in fact, they have an open carry law where you could carry like a fully automatic weapon out in the middle of the streets and even a sword. You could walk around with a sword if you wanted to. Like, just imagine that. Just imagine you're walking around in the middle of, like, the streets of wherever and everything, and out of nowhere, some dude comes up to you with a sword, and he's like, "Have at thee, my dude," and just starts stabbing at you. Like, you know, that's crazy. It's like... I mean, I could see, you know, like, you want to, you know, you want to be able to carry your weapon and do what you want to do, defend yourself and everything like that, but come on, man, some of that stuff is kind of silly. Some of that stuff is real silly. But weapons, I mean, you know, like it's not, it's... Yeah, for some people, you know, like it's aggravating. For some people, you know, it's terrible. There are people that, you know, they are around guns and you know, they don't like it. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's also people that, you know, they have guns, and you know, it's like a collecting thing for them. You know, some people collect older weapons, which in some cases is kind of cool, you know, where you have like an older weapon. It's, you know, sometimes just for the like the nostalgic value. But, you know, like people who are collecting weapons just, you know, because they're waiting for like the end of the world, you know, that's a little bit too much. That's a little bit insane. I really hope when the zombie apocalypse happens, it doesn't happen violently. I hope it happens like a Thriller music video. Yeah, that would be hot. That's what I want. I want, if I'm gonna be bit by a zombie, I want it to be, you know, like a dancing zombie. Just telling me that it's Thriller night. You run, you try to hide, and whatever. You know, I don't know the lyrics of the song, but you know what I'm talking about. It will be hot. This whole violence thing though, with like the guns and stuff like that, it's got to stop though. It really does. I mean, especially a Madden tournament, that's crazy. Really, last time you played Doom was Doom 1? Last time I played Doom was actually this Doom, but you know, it's been like a while since like I played it. I'm just trying to run around and remember it and stuff like that. I'm excited for like a bunch of things, like, you know, Doom related. I'm excited for Doom Eternal. I'm excited for I've got the Doom VR. I really need to play that. But I'm also excited they're making a reboot of the Doom movie. How do you like that? Except the Doom movie is you know, it's going to be 100% rock free. It's not going to have the rock. we're not going to have those issues that we had there. It's actually going to be I think it's actually going to follow this story arc, this reboot. But the thing is that I know one of the actresses, her name was oh God, what was her name? Nina Bergman. That's who it is, and she's gonna be playing the woman with the white hair in this game. That's gonna be her character, and then instead of Doom Guy, we're actually gonna have a Doom Girl. There's gonna be a woman playing the Doom Guy. And she's not going to be like, you know, like some jacked super soldier or anything like that. She's just going to, you know, like look like a regular woman who's a Marine. Regular G.I. Jane there. I enjoy some of the Doom series. I enjoy, what do you call it? I enjoyed, there was one where they actually allowed you to create your own levels in Doom, which I thought was kind of cool. It was like your own level editor. And I remember, you know, this was big, like the internet was just getting started. You know, AOL was the only way you could really get online. And if somebody called you, it would suck because it would knock your connection off. But, you know, like when Doom came out and they came out with, you know, that whole level editor thing, a lot of people got into it. A lot of people were making their own Doom levels. And you could, like, play it, you know, you could play other people's levels and stuff like that. It was really good. It was a lot of fun. But again, you know, it also received some controversy because some people actually felt that it was the reason that I forget which school shooting it was. It was way back in the day. But what ended up happening was that they used the Doom level editor and they created their own version of like the school. They edited the school that they went to, Columbine. That's what it was. They edited the scenario or a map that looked just like the school, and of course people were saying that, you know, that's what happened, that they actually got in here and were able to kill all these people because they had the tools they needed. They had a weapon, a level editor that actually let them create a live action blueprint of the school, and that's what they used in order to commit this crime. Again, gun violence and games. No, I've never played that series, honestly. Oh, just demolish that thing. Yeah, you know, that's what's gonna happen though. Like every time there's some sort of violent act and it revolves around a video game, you know, people right away they're gonna blame the video game, you know? It's just a matter of happenstance there. Like I mean, it happened to be, and that's not even a violent game, that's a football game. They were playing Madden. And all of a sudden they got shot up, you know, like because one guy got eliminated. I'd love to see how they, you know, like wrap that around, how they justify that. Yeah, it's always the easiest scapegoat. Video games are always gonna be one of those things, one of those media that will always, you know, be scrutinized, and they'll always be saying, you know, like some nonsense about how the video game caused violence. And that could be, you know, like the furthest thing from the truth. And pretty much it is, but people are always going to listen to what they want to listen to. If they hear that something, you know, is violent, they're going to think that it's violent. They're going to blame the game right away. What kills me is these people that allow their kids to play like GTA and stuff like that, you know? You go out, you buy it, you don't do your research, you don't even know what the game's about. You just know your kid wants it, you want to shut the kid up. Yeah, that's what blows my mind, you know, like you know, my religion is Catholic. I really don't practice it, you know, but the Bible itself has like a ton of different things that, you know, if you actually wrote about, people would be losing their minds. The violence, the Bible has violence, masturbation, what do you call it, incest, things like that, you know, and it's still regarded a holy book. I don't see nobody complaining about everything that's in the Bible. Man, where am I in this game? Yeah, you know, like it gets crazy. That's why, you know, like I don't understand, you know, why we have to. You got so many people that just. It's really not that hard to do the right thing. It really isn't, you know, and some people just make it so difficult. And then, you know, when you hear about things like this, you know that, I mean, these guys, these people that were there, like playing this game, they were absolutely innocent. There was no reason for them to get, you know, like shot up and everything like that, you know? I don't even care if they were bullying this guy. Even if they were bullying the guy, there's no reason, you know, there's a different way to handle that. You know, I don't agree with bullying either, but, you know, like, I mean, come on, man. There had to have been another way that that could have all been handled. And then if the guy actually did kill himself, then, you know, like he knew that, you know, he threw his life away, that he was going to be in all kinds of trouble. And he probably figured, the hell with it. Gonna end it. But you know, like, violence is everywhere. It's in like everything. There's all kinds of media, all kinds of, you know, like books, movies, you know, even lullabies. Like, you know, lullabies are actually violent. But 9 times out of 10, they go for the easiest scapegoat, which will be video games. I do too. It's a stress relief. It's, you know, sometimes I like to dive into a story and you know, see where it leads. Like, oh, you know, whenever I play Assassin's Creed, how you know, I like to look at what's going on in there. Yeah, those kind of stories, those old stories were insanely violent. But the thing is that back in the day, that was normal. You know, it was normal to read a story like that. It's a classic today. I don't believe that guy was actually running away from me. And these guys are fighting each other. I remember the first time I was playing Doom. I was a kid. It's 1993. I'm playing Doom, and all of a sudden, I get to an area where I find the chainsaw, and I chainsawed one of the enemies. And I remember my father walking in and seeing that, and I was like, oh man, he's never gonna let me play this game again. And then he just thought it was cool. He thought it was crazy that, like, I actually ripped somebody up with a chainsaw. So he stayed and he watched it, you know. But I mean, at that time, you know, like I'm a little bit, you know, I'm a kid, but at the same time, I'm not that small where, you know, like I can't play or see something like that. You see things like that on in the movies and whatnot, you know. So it wasn't like a big thing, you know. It was a big deal, but it wasn't at the same time. But violence today, man, I don't get it. I don't get it with all these like shootings and stuff like that. It's psychotic. Yeah, it is scarier in the movies. It's way scarier in the movies. In the movies, you don't know exactly what's going on, you know? I don't think, you know, like we need like tighter gun control and stuff like that. I think we just need some self-control though. I think people gotta start paying a little more attention to what they're doing and how they're acting and stuff. I think I collected everything that was in here, all the collectibles and things. Got the little Doom guy, I think. Both little Doom guys. Got no more Praetor points. Yeah, I think I got it all. Yeah, we do need a little more education. I think that the education is actually what, you know, people will be more receptive to, especially since you know, like you're always going to have people that are on the side that, you know, they have certain rights and owning a weapon is a right. You're also going to have the people that believe that, you know, like, you know, it's not the gun that kills people, it's people that kill people, which is true. But at the same time, you know, there's got to be a way to actually protect people to make it a little bit harder for these criminals to actually get weapons. Now, you know, they're able to actually pick up a weapon depending on what kind of, like, you know, shady kind of organization they go to. You know, somebody who's honest, who's a hardworking person, who, you know, actually is law-abiding, and, you know, gets their weapons the legal way. Like, a lot of these laws really punish them more than the criminals. There has to be some kind of crackdown on these criminals and how they're getting the weapons.
Welcome to the UAC. Now 221 accident-free days.
This guy's talking 221 accident-free days. I consider this an accident.
God rested on the seventh day, but imagine how much further along we would be. The UAC is committed to excellence. That's why we implemented the 7-day week. Now we can achieve greatness.
There we go. I think I got everything. Resource operations. I wonder if actually parallels. Long of a load. What are we doing? I'm originally from the Bronx, Skull, but I moved up north a couple of years ago.
Omega, the sentient
Right now,
intelligence
I
assigned to
am
Mars.
past Yonkers.
After
Like,
having
this guy is taking me somewhere I don't know.
Main power offline. All entrances non-operational.
I really don't even have to shoot these guys. I should just be beating them now.
Main power offline.
These are the guys I gotta shoot.
Entrances non-operational.
Yeah, I joke around a lot about Hunts Point. I always tell people from up here that if they're mean, I'm gonna beat them up and I'm gonna throw their bodies down in Hunts Point.
Main power offline. All entrances non-operational. Main power offline. All entrances non-operational.
No, I need this on.
Main power online.
I believe in honesty, especially now, in what will be your final moments in this world. All the rumors, the human sacrifices, the hell portal, the demons. It's all true.
Oh no.
My sisters and brothers, be thankful. You will be the first. You will have a seat alongside them, just as I will, in what will become the new world that they create for us. Starting now.
Yeah, that's not ominous. That's just a little bit scary there. Alright, but this is on. Yes. And I have now downloaded the auto map.
I believe in honesty, especially now.
She's gonna
in
keep
what
saying
will
that.
be your final moments
I
in
wonder if I
this
could beat up
world.
this. Yeah. Nah, shut up, lady.
The human sacrifice.
I don't care about rumors. You.
The hell
Ah.
the demons. It's all true. My sisters and brothers,
Oh
be thankful.
boy.
You will be the first. You will have a seat
Let's
alongside
see.
them, just as I will, in what will become the new world that they create for us. Starting now.
Is it just me or does that sound like a toilet flushing? Every time she does that. Let me see, I think there's something else around here that I gotta collect.
I believe in honesty, especially now.
Or maybe it is up top. Yeah, I think it's somewhere around here. Hold on. There's something here. There we go. Oh, got it. I wonder like who was in charge of like putting all these like secrets around here and stuff like that. Like who actually took the time and thought, you know what, I'm gonna put this here. I'm gonna put this there. I'm gonna do this crazy little thing so that people could see. And I gotta see if I can come out the same way that I went in.
and brothers be thankful. You will have a seat along
These guys are throwing stuff at me. This is crazy.
the new world that they create for us. Starting now.
Come on, guys. I got something for you. Told you.
Especially now. And what will be your
No more? No more.
in this world?
Looks like no more. Yes. Good.
Human sacrifices. The help. The demons. It's all true. My sisters and brothers be
Oh,
thankful.
this place.
You will be the first. You will have a seat alongside them just as I will. On the new world that they created for us.
I just shot that dude in the face and he kept coming. I didn't even see that guy. Come on, jump down here. Jerk. Where are you going? You're only gonna die tired. Come here.
And what will be your final moments in this world? All the movements.
That's just madness.
My sisters and brothers be thankful. You will have a seat
Yeah, I was originally from around Castle Hill and Lafayette Avenue.
that they create for us. Starting.
Let me see. I know that there's a way to climb up here. I just gotta figure it out. Look at this. All this Assassin's Creed parkour comes in handy. Except when you don't know where to go from here.
I believe in honesty. Especially now. And
I don't
what
think I
will
could
be
jump
your
over there.
Final moments in this world. All the rumors, the human sacrifices. The help.
Oh, wait a minute. I think I know where I'm going.
It's all true. My sisters and brothers be thankful. You will be the first. You will have a seat alongside them just as I will in what will become the new world.
I really hope in the new Doom movie that Nina Bergman is not as annoying as this woman is. Because this lady really gets on your nerves. There we go. Oh yeah. Alright, so I think that opened up another...
Especially now.
I believe it opened up another level for the original Doom.
All the rumors,
Yep,
sacrifices.
right here. I really wish I could play the original Doom like this. I wish that this had the original Doom in it, honestly. I think that would have been cool as hell if they would have done it that way. But for some reason they just didn't. It's just, it sucks so bad that they do stuff like that. It would be so much cooler if they actually like went to the great lengths to actually include that. That would have been awesome. Because like right now, look at this. There's nothing else I could do here. That just sucks. Just have to escape now. Alright, so I think I got it. Let me see, I believe I got everything. Nope. Oh wow, there's a lot of secrets in this one.
My sisters and brothers be thankful. You will be the
Yeah, Castle Hill projects really were crazy.
alongside them just
All of Castle Hill is crazy.
as I will in what will become the new world that they create for us. Starting now.
This woman is working my nerves with this stuff. With her whole little spiel about New World Orders and stuff. Oh, I remember that guy. Man, am I glad I caught that dude. That would have been a problem.
Demonic presence at unsafe levels. Lockdown.
Oh, good. More demons. Oh, they blew up that guy. That's why I don't like to get close to those canisters. Just for that reason. Man, this is crazy. Look at this. I wonder if they're going to do CGI with the new movie, too. I wonder if it's going to be all kinds of CGI or if it's going to be some kind of dumb nonsense that they do. If they're going to try makeup effects. Wow, I got a 2-for-1 on these guys. Look at that. The absolute and utter violence of it all. It's madness. And I'm out of shotgun bullets. I need some more. Who's got bullets? Somebody's got bullets. Somebody pass me a bullet. Skull, pass me a bullet. I know you got them. Oh, shoot. There we go. I forgot how to change weapons. Make sure I got all my stuff here so that I am okay. Got that secret. Now I need to figure out the next one here. Got the data pad, got, I believe, the shield. I got the other thing to open up, which is all good. Alright, so the only thing left to me is here.
Here at the UAC, we take pride in nurturing a growing workforce. Each year we harvest only the best of the best. Are you ready to move on? To take on new challenges? To become more than you ever dreamed you could be? Talk to your supervisor to see if you meet the requirements.
This is cool too, the chainsaw, I love it. One of the coolest things ever. It's a staple of every Doom game.
The UAC, the world is counting on us.
I think this game, I'm pretty sure, is one of the most influential games of all time. Just because it set up a whole new, basically like a whole new series, honestly. I mean, I don't think FPS was anything new, but I think that it brought a lot of attention to the genre, because up until then, you know, everybody was playing role-playing games and things of that nature. I don't think people were really that far into this. And then Doom came out in 1993, and this is where it came out. This is where, like, people really paid attention to this genre. This opened up doors for BioShock and all that stuff. It's pretty awesome, actually. Oh, where's this little ghost guy going?
Denied. Yellow security clearance required.
Okay, I can't get in there. Where's he going? He's still going. Gotta follow that guy. I can't even get in here. And I'm running low on ammo.
Access denied. Yellow
This is not
security
good.
clearance required.
And the new Doom movie, I don't even know what the title is. I don't even know if it has like an actual title that they're going with. But I really do hope that it's like way better than the original Doom that came out in like 2005. Doom that came out in 2005 with The Rock and everything, that was the big draw, was that it was The Rock, but I mean, the movie was so goofy. It really was. It had like all this like ridiculous nonsense going on with that movie. It wasn't really well received. The most memorable part for me for that movie was actually at the end when I guess Carl Urban, who has been established as the good guy, is actually in FPS mode fighting all the demons that are there. Like that to me was like the most memorable part of the entire movie. Up until that point, like everything was just, it was ridiculous. Everything was a stereotype. You had the cool black guy that was just there for the ride. He was the comic relief. You had, you know, the weird freaking like pedophile guy or whatever. Like that guy, he had all kinds of problems. He was a drug addict and everything. Then you had, you know, like just the typical kid. Like, what was that all about? Why did you even need a green a dude who was just green? You know, like he wasn't even a warrior yet. He was like learning. And then of course The Rock plays the Sarge. He plays the baddest Marine of them all. The movie, just to me, it was just too goofy to me. It really was. I mean, we got to see some of the monsters and everything from Doom,
Yellow security clearance
which I thought was
required.
great. I thought it was great that we had certain monsters and mobs that like we could come and see and whatnot. I thought that was excellent. But just the way that they were created was stupid. And, you know, like just the whole situation was dumb.
Unsafe mode.
It followed it to a point. It followed the it followed the game to a certain point, and it followed the 1990 game. It didn't follow this game, because obviously this game hadn't come out yet. But it followed the 1993 adaptation of the game, and it was okay. It wasn't great. It was okay. Honestly, the movie could have been better, and I'm hoping that this new one is gonna be better. The only thing that's kind of crazy, like I said, in the new one, there's no Doom guy, it's a Doom girl. Which, I mean, that's not necessarily a deal breaker for me. You know, I definitely watch a Doom girl as long as, you know, like it's relatively follows the source material. To a point. I mean, it can't follow it perfectly, obviously. You know, there's certain things that don't translate well from game to movie, and I could understand and respect that. But there has to be a point in time where, like, you're playing this game or whatever, and you understand that, you know, it's not really, the movie is not really what we were looking for. It has to have some semblance. As long as it follows some semblance, I'm okay. Doesn't have to be an exact translation. I also want it to be this insane. I want it to be this... I want to be watching the guy running around and doing it. Wow. Well, not doing that, but doing all kinds of stuff. It would be cool as hell. And now that I'm playing Doom, has anybody, and even talking about FPS movies and stuff like that, if anybody has seen that movie Hardcore Harry, or Hardcore Henry, it's on, I think, Netflix right now, and I actually watched it, and I thought it was actually like a pretty cool movie. It had a lot going on, you know, like there was like a lot of like crazy things happening, and it took me like a little while to like fully grasp and understand what was happening in the movie, but like once I got into it, I kind of understood exactly what was happening, and I thought it was pretty cool. The ending was kind of weird, you know, but past that, I actually enjoyed it. Had a lot of fun with it. Here we go, elevator. Let's go up. See what this does, where it takes us. Alright, where did this guy go? Where were you going? What was your end game? Okay, well, we got this little robot here. And I would like to, let's see. Well, I already got that, so I'm gonna have to take this. So that's an explosive shot. And you have the yellow badge. And you're alive. Not anymore. Where did all these guys come from? From there. Answered my own question. Let's see, there's nothing else back here. Don't think. No, okay. Gotta carry on, move it on, move it along. So that dropped me down here, which is where I wanted to go.
Access granted.
Welcome to the UAC's Mars installation, located in the vast Ellis Plain Impact Basin. This high-tech mining and research facility is pushing the boundaries of the imagination each and every day.
Yeah, you're not gonna need that.
Your loyalty is more
New weapon.
to the UAC. It's a commitment to the future of mankind. Thank you for your service.
What's going on, Ricky? How are you doing? Nice little charge there.
All UAC employees are subject to
Make sure I didn't miss anything. I'm doing all right. I'm playing a little bit of Doom. You missed out some crazy conversation earlier today. We were discussing, you know, as I'm here playing a violent video game, you know, a shooting game. We were discussing the attack that happened in Florida. I don't know if you heard about that.
the UAC. The world is counting on us. How committed are you?
Wait, yeah, I want to get in here. That's what I want to do. Yeah, it actually happened today. It was a Madden tournament, and I guess one of the competitors lost, and he was disqualified or whatever, you know, like because he lost in the game, and then all of a sudden he decided to go back into the tournament and just start shooting people up. So I forget the numbers that I was told were hurt, and then you know there was like 3 or 4 casualties, and you know like I'm sitting here like what the hell, man.
Access granted.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I don't understand that, man. I can't. I can't comprehend, you know, people that do things like that. It's unnecessary. It's like, you know, like I said, you know, my heart goes out to the people, you know, who were killed and whatnot, you know, but at the same time, you know, like that really doesn't do anything. You know? My heart could go out to them and whatnot, but, you know, at the same time, at the end of the day, you know, it's just, it's really sad. It's crazy. And then we also discussed happier things like, you know, they're going to be doing a new Doom movie, which is going to be 100% rock free, and it's gonna have a couple of different talents, and one of them, I believe the movie itself is going to follow this game, because that's what it looks like. One of the actresses, Nina Bergman, actually looks a lot like the female who's the big bad here, the one with the white hair. So I think that's going to be interesting to see. And then the other thing that they're going to do, you know, and I don't have a problem with it, instead of a Doom guy, it's going to be a Doom girl. So the Doom Slayer is going to be a woman, and you know, just from what I understand, from what I've seen, you know, she looks like a decent, you know, like a soldier. You know, she's pretty buff and everything like that, and you know, she looks good as the character. I would totally accept her as the Doomslayer. She really does look like a killer. The Borderlands movie, when did that happen? When is that happening? I didn't hear anything about Borderlands. And I'm not gonna lie, that's one of my favorite series. How would they even do a Borderlands movie? That actually has me intrigued now. How would they go about doing that? Would they do it in the art form of the of the game itself? Like, are we going to be playing, or are we going to be watching a movie where they're actually, you know, like looking like the pencil drawings and stuff like that, like the way some people do the cosplay? I think that would be kind of cool. Yeah, yeah. They. I would be surprised if it didn't have an R rating. Like, my mind would be blown. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, it's gonna have that rating. But it absolutely makes sense. I mean, those games are so wild. Like, I can't even. If this is gonna be a game that they make or a movie that they make, like, my mind is gonna be absolutely blown. I am not gonna be able to handle it. I just feel like I'm gonna be laughing maniacally the whole time. Because there have been times where, like, I've been playing the game and I just die. Just because I'm, like, laughing so hard. And I'm not paying. That game absolutely kills me. So I can't even imagine how they're going to do, like, a movie. Like, that's just going to be... That's going to be insane. That's going to be over the top. I'm definitely going to want to see it, though. It's definitely going to be on my list.
Welcome to the UAC's Mars installation, located in the vast Atlas
Oh, I just got killed. That was nasty. Didn't even see that.
Thank you for your service.
That was just nasty. That's my first death of this game so far. Yeah, it would be. Oh, you definitely have to have Tiny Tina in it. You definitely have to have Mad Moxie in it. You definitely have to have, what's his name? Torque. Torque. Mr. Torque, from that DLC. That dude killed me. I have moments where, like, I just start talking like he does. It's hilarious. The one thing that's crazy is I want to know if the Borderlands, if the what was it, the Borderlands, this group did a Borderlands thing. What did they do? I'm trying to remember who it was. Telltale. Telltale did it.